I was looking for my state flag, which I see is over here in the state of Oregon. And then I was also looking at the legislation, like what had been killed by the Senate and had passed by the House.
Kevin and I are here once again on day 144.
Very good.
We are the defenders of democracy.
Very good. So we sat over there for a good month and a half with just 2 chairs and a sign.
Then 2 signs turned into 4 signs, and
then
then 4
signs turned into this.
8 signs. No, one more.
Oh,
8
one more?
And then the 8 signs turned into flags. The flags first. Then one of our followers on Twitter from California said, "Hey, do you guys want how many did she send? 150 first, or 100? Around 100 and something?
She sent like 150 bills.
The Senate legislation graveyard, where the House bills are passed, and they go to Addison Mitchell McConnell Jr.'s desk to die. They're sitting there and they're piling up. When they walk out of these buildings, the Cannon Building and the Longworth Building, I'd like for them to see this display, but the people are just in awe of it. And then when we tell them our story, they're really in awe.
Especially when they find out it's just 2 of us coming out here every single day setting this up.
And we don't belong to an organization. Always the first thing that they ask, what is your organization? No.
And my next response is, why do we have to be involved in an organization to be able to stand up for our rights and our freedoms? I thought those were for the people.
What keeps you motivated?
My grandson and his granddaughter, when they grow up, and then we still have the United States of America, and Kevin and I are still alive, they can ask, what did y'all do? Grandma, Grandpa, and we'll have video. We'll have
Lots of video
and pictures, and they can see what we did. Have to believe that we're going to win this.
We're stronger
I keep
together.
showing up here. That's my hope, for me to get up every day and still show up here.
We're stronger together.
Yes.
So when somebody's feeling down, sad, frustrated, despair, be there to help lift them up so that way they can continue the fight, and vice versa. Our democratic representatives can't do it by themselves. It's going to take a collective group of all of us working together. Vigil for Democracy, Move On, Remove 45. It's going to take all of us joining together to be able to fight the corruption that we're experiencing right now.
I don't know what happened to humanity in this country.
Well, you're certainly a shining example of humanity, both of you. And we really appreciate your doing this. I know it's a labor of love.
It's definitely a labor. Especially those flags.
Twin brother from another mother. But
Twin?
I am... Anyway.
Twin? Really? I am not that pretty.
That's true. That's very true.